After this image, Yediyurappa came outside, he spoke to journalists, took some questions. But what next for him? He's nearing 80 years old. As far as his political career is concerned, he's done it all. He's been Chief Minister of Karnataka on different occasions, 4 different times, even though he's never completed a 5-year tenure. But what happens to Yediyurappa now? He's a big, popular mass leader. He may be rehabilitated with a governor's post. He could be made a governor, but he has basically said that he does not want to leave the state. Post the defectors who switched sides. The defectors who switched sides from the Congress and the JDS may still back him. He could drag 30 to 35 MLAs with him if he decides to leave the party, something that he has said there is no question of doing. The party could get vulnerable if he chooses to do this, but there is very little chance that he's going to do this, and all the body language and the suggestions fly in the face of this possibility. His son may get a role in the union government. There was a lot of speculation that his son, who is an MP from Karnataka, was likely to be accommodated in Modi's Council of Ministers as part of the recent cabinet reshuffle. That did not happen, and that led to even more speculation about whether this Yexit was going to go through at all. But India Today once again stands validated on that story, and the exit of Mr. Yediyurappa as the Chief Minister has in fact happened. Nolan Pinto is right now outside the nerve center of Bengaluru and Karnataka politics, and that happens to be the Chief Minister's residence. All the powerful elected representatives and ministers of Karnataka are in a huddle with Mr. Yediyurappa inside his residence called Kaveri in Bengaluru. Nolan Pinto is right outside that residence. Nolan, what's the latest you're picking up from inside Kaveri right now? Because in where we are broadcasting from in Delhi, the BJP High Command is about to appoint some observers to fly down to Bengaluru, where you are, and begin the process of naming the replacement minister, chief minister.
Well, Shiv, as of now, it looks like that particular meeting is over. Baswaraj Bommai and Lakshman Savdi left, say, about 5 minutes ago. Just now, R. Ashok also left. Now, we actually managed to speak to him. We asked him what really transpired inside. He tells us that all the former ministers, board chairmen, all of them sat along with Yediyurappa, spoke about the future prospects of the party, what needs to be done next. Because as of now, it's all about waiting for the High Command to tell who would be the next Chief Minister of the state of Karnataka. So we asked him, when would the BJP Legislative Party be held? When would the observers come over here? He says they still do not know. They have to wait for some sort of update from the center. But whoever they choose, the person who would be the MLA, who would be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka, they're keeping 2 things in mind: that he'll be able to give about good administration for the next 2 years, that is till 2023, and also will be able, along with B.S. Yediyurappa, to fight the elections and bring the BJP back to power. So he says these are the criteria that the BJP High Command has actually put in place while choosing the person. When we asked him if someone junior to him is actually brought in, he says they are loyal party workers. Whoever the BJP High Command chooses, they will follow the rules and they will follow that person.